Contact there. All right. Okay, so tonight it's 5:30 already. We're going to start in seated pose. So if you're not on your mat, get on your mat. And if you're not in seated pose, come on into easy pose and we'll start there. Okay, now just a note, since you're at home and you have lots of little things you can use, if easy pose is difficult for you, especially if it's difficult for you to keep your back straight, if you take a little pillow, a flat pillow, and tuck it under your sitting bones, put it under your butt, and then have your legs fall forward in front over it, that really helps. It's kind of easier to sit up straight. So just come inside and feel your breath. Notice the movement of your body as you breathe. And take your awareness way down to the sitting bones and notice where they connect with your mat. Just feel those two places. And then take your awareness to the crown of your head, the very top of your skull. And as you're breathing, take the inhale from the crown of your head all the way down to the sitting bones. And then when you exhale, bring it from the sitting bones and let it exit through the crown of your head. So breathing in and out from the crown all the way down to the sitting bones. So just close your eyes and feel that. And now we're going to reverse it. Feel as if you're drawing the inhale from the earth up the sitting bones, all the way up your body to the crown, and then exhale from the crown to the sitting bones. Feel the back of your neck soften, your jaw relax. And now, as you're inhaling and exhaling, take the breath up the spine. Feel as if you're taking the breath up into your back body. Doesn't matter where you inhale and exhale, through the top or bottom. Just bring awareness to the spine. Palms to the inner thighs or the insides of your knees. Elbows are dropped just below the shoulders, so the shoulder joints are nice and relaxed. Draw the navel back, press down toward the sitting bones, open the inner thighs, tuck the chin up toward the throat. Feel the back of your neck open up. Tuck it some more, like you're curling forward with the neck. Right, so imagine the vertebrae of the neck, the little bones of your neck curling in a little coil. Keep your shoulders relaxed. So the chin is pressing down toward the collarbone now. Hold it there as you press. You can feel the compression in the throat. That's good for the thyroid gland. Now slowly uncurl the neck. Feel it straighten out. Now, lift from the crown of the head as if you're drawing the neck up toward the crown and just slowly lift the chin just a little bit. No compression, but just feel as if you're picking your head up. Yeah, you're kind of lifting as you come up with the chin. Now you've got more room to curl down. Take the chin back, begin to curl like a little, like you're curling a cinnamon roll. Yeah, you're just curling it forward. Or you know how ferns, like fronds of ferns are curled? You're just curling, coiling. Hold it here. Press the chin toward the throat. Give yourself a nice big rib cage breath here. 360, front, sides, and back. Uncurl that cinnamon roll and bring your head back to center. Now bring your right ear toward your right shoulder, keeping the left shoulder right where it's at. Left side of the neck is nice and open here. Soften that right shoulder too. Breathe into the left side of your neck here. Now, slowly, as you straighten the neck, feel it straighten from the inside. Feel it straighten. Okay, now it's nice and straight. Lift from the crown of the head. Lift some more and pick the chin up slowly again. And as you pick the chin up, it's like you're trying to really stretch the back of your neck upward. At the same time, you're coming back just a bit. Nice. Now bring it back. Neutral position. Left ear drops down to the left shoulder, right side of the neck opens. Unlock your jaw, send some breath to the right side of your neck. And bring the head slowly back to center. Tuck the chin back just a little bit. Lift from the crown. Okay, nice long neck. Now turn your head slowly to the right. Look over to the right. Yeah, turn as much as you can. You're going to feel a little squeeze at the right side of your neck, a big opening on the left. Now slowly, fluidly, move that chin toward the other shoulder slowly. And now really turn it as much as you can. Feeling the work on the left side, the opening on the right. Holding it here. Breathing into it. And release it back to center. Both arms come up, palms facing each other. Draw the navel down. Take the hands together, intertwine your fingers. Bend your elbows, nestle the palms at the base of your skull. Open the elbows nice and wide. Press your chest forward. Feel that between the shoulder blades. Press the chest forward. Now bring the elbows forward as you press into the base of the skull and drop it forward. And the elbows come down toward the mat. And breathe here. So now we're moving from the neck into the upper back. Can you feel that? Ribcage breath, add it. Now stay here. Draw your navel back, round your back behind you. Your face is falling down toward your legs. So you're sitting the way your mom told you not to sit. Really, really curvy back here. Drop the elbows toward the ground. Ribcage breath here. Open the back of the ribcage. Notice the feeling behind the eyeballs here. Now we're really slowly going to straighten this out. Slowly bring the elbows out to the sides and then draw them back and then press the chest forward again. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as much as you can and then come sitting to a neutral position. All right, now with this one, try not to flare your rib cage forward. Try to keep your rib cage over your pelvis and pointed down. Flared forward means the bottom of your rib cage, try not to push it forward. Okay, elbows out to the side, belly turns back. Take the right elbow down toward the right side of your mat. So we're really getting a nice big lateral opening for your spine. You might even feel it going into the waist, maybe even to the side of the glutes and the hip. Right hand touches the mat. Right elbow is nice and relaxed. Left arm now reaches over the ear and beyond the head. Bend that right elbow some more if you want more. Now press that right hand into your mat. Turn your torso so it's facing the right side of your leg. And take the left hand down into the mat wherever you can get it. Press both hands into the mat and feel as if you want to drag them forward as you look back over your right shoulder. So we're getting a really interesting stretch here for the spine because we have a lateral twist and we have a lateral movement and a twist at the same time. Release this, bring the torso forward, bring that left arm over the ear again, reach forward and press the left side of your thigh toward the ground. Now press into the right hand and come on up. And both arms come up, palms facing each other. Intertwine. Bring the hands behind you, behind your head. Now, left side, let the left elbow drop. Try not to flare out the spine or the rib cage. Now, left hand comes into the ground. Bend that elbow. Right arm reaches over. Feel the right waist open, right rib cage. Press the outer edge of the right thigh to the ground. Keep breathing here. Feel the left palm pressing into your mat. Turn your torso toward the left leg. Bring that right hand down somewhere, wherever you can get it. Now both hands are pressing down. Now it's like you want to drag them forward as you look back and twist. Breathe through this twist. And release the twist. Bring that right arm over your ear. Stretch. Press into the left hand. Come on up. Both arms come up. Turn the palms away from each other. Bring them down. Now turn the palms away from you. Bring them back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take the hands behind you. Fingertips are pointing toward your buttocks. Elbows are bent to the sides. Now squeeze your arms and your shoulder blades together. Press into the hands and lift your hips off the ground. And release back down. You know what I'm going to do? You guys, just stay here. It was cold in here, so I put the fireplace on, and now it's hot. All right. Sorry about that. I was so cold. You know, today was so cold. It felt so cold, and we don't have the heat on yet. Okay, we're back here. Let's get into table pose. All right, coming into a nice table pose, make sure you're nice and squared off, right? You got your wrists under your shoulders. Look back there, knees under your hips, tops of the feet. Press them into the mat and pull your navel up. Press firmly into the hands, both of them. Lift your tail. Elbows bend back just a little bit, micro bend. Lift your tail. Drop your lower back and your belly. Now listen, okay? So you're feeling the nice curve in the lower back. Now we're going to extend from the lower back all the way to the neck, right? All the way up the spine by pressing the heart forward through the biceps, lifting from the crown of the head, really getting that nice stretch through the mid and upper back. Now, if you want to power this up some more, press into the bottoms of the palms, the heels of your palms, and feel as if you want to drag them back toward your knees. Now press your heart forward at the same time. All right, release that. Curl your tail. Feel the wave coming up your back. Open up the vertebrae one at a time. Take your time, segmentally. Drop your head. And then lifting the tail, coming back to another cow, dropping your belly. Okay, sending mid back forward toward the shoulders as you send your chest forward. Yeah, nice long back. And a cat again, start at the tail. Feel that wave run up the back. One vertebrae at a time, feel it. And back to table. Let's open up the shoulders. Thread the needle. Right arm comes up toward the ceiling. And then that hand goes behind the left wrist. The hand is up. Drop down into the right shoulder blade. Actually, the right scapula, not just the blade. All right. And you can lift your left arm if you want to, catch raindrops. You can even bind if you want to, but take your awareness back to the right shoulder. Let it relax and accept more weight as it does. Breathe. So there's a natural tendency for the body to want to protect itself, right? Kind of pulling back from these things at the beginning. And then you just wait for the body to trust the pose and then drop into it rather than pull away from it. Deep breaths. Left palm into the ground right in front of your face. Straighten that arm to lift and release the right arm. Come back into table pose, set it up again, recalibrate. Left arm comes up. Bring it out behind the right wrist, drop down. Rearrange that right hand wherever it's comfortable. Or you can bring it up to the ceiling. Or even give yourself a bind. And now, awareness back to that left shoulder, releasing and dropping into it. Just let the body settle into that left shoulder. Notice how it tends to resist, and then notice when it lets go. Right hand into the ground, push up, and back into table pose. All right. Left knee, bring it in a bit. Send the right leg back, flex the right heel, push through that heel, push through it, lift it, keep the belly lifted too. Bend the knee to the side. Knee is bent, straight out to the side. Now bring thigh to thigh. Lift it up. Those of you who were at yoga in the park, you're going to remember this. Now bring the knee to the shoulder. Hold it there and squeeze. Feel the squeeze, feel the squeeze. Now send the leg straight back with a flexed heel. To the side, down, up, to the shoulder and hold. Squeeze. Send it straight back. Send it to the side. Okay, thigh to thigh, lift. Squeeze it to the shoulder and pulse, 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 pulse. Yeah, little pulses to the shoulder and send it straight back. Heel is flexed. Bend the knee, press the heel up to the ceiling, hold it up there and pulse there. Okay, now try to get it out of the glutes. Try to use your glutes, right? And keep the lower back out of it. Straighten that leg. Swing it over to the left side. Let the toes touch the ground. Press the toe pads into the ground. Walk your hands one or two little steps to the right. Push forward into the hands, and those toes slide back. And you're coming down over that left hip. And it feels kind of like a pigeon pose, right? A little different. Remember to keep the right leg straight. Don't bend the knee. Press into the toes. So the right leg is super active. That makes it very different than a pigeon pose. Now bend the elbows and drop your forehead toward the ground. Now slide forward, lift this whole thing up, walk your hands back onto your mat. That right leg is straight back. Bring it down next to the left, or excuse me. Yeah, next to the left, I'm right. Left leg straight back with a flexed heel. Lift it a little higher. Push through that heel. Really fire up the glutes on this side now. Now take the knee to the side, left side. Thigh to thigh. Lift again. Now take the knee to the shoulder and hold it and really squeeze through the glutes, through the hip. Nice and strong. Send the leg straight back with a flexed heel. To the side. Thigh to thigh. Up. To the shoulder and squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Send it straight back. To the side. Bent knee. Thigh to thigh. Lift. To the shoulder, hold and squeeze. Now pulse. Little pulses. Feeling this in the lateral part of your glutes, the sides of your glutes. And send the leg straight back. Flex the heel, bend the knee, press the heel up to the ceiling, pulse it up there. All right, straighten the leg. Swing it out to the right side as far over as you can get it. Let the toes drop. Press into the toe pads. Keep the knee nice and straight. So you're going to keep that leg active back there. Walk your hands to the left, one or two little steps. And as you press forward toward the hands, slide the toes back. Feel yourself coming down over your right hip. Drop into it. So there's a tendency for the knee to bend here, the left knee. Keep it straight. Press into those toe pads. That'll remind you. Bend the elbows. Drop the forehead. Just notice how open your right hip is here. Beautiful opening for the hip capsule. Press into those toes. Keep that back leg, knee straight. Lift it up. Walk your hands back to the center of your mat. Leg comes back. Knee comes down. Come back into table pose. All right. Curl your toes. Okay. Walk your hands back toward your knees. And now, okay, toes are curled. Press down into the toe pads. Now, send your hips down toward your heels and straighten your back. Lift both arms. I'll face you. Okay. So really, really putting some nice pressure back there to open up the back of the feet, the plantar fascia, the toe joints. And now come forward with the arms. You're going to get some of the weight off the feet here. Forward with the arms. Palms come down and you're back in table pose. All right. Now bring it up, down dog. All right. So whatever you want to do here, you can walk your dog, can swing your hip side to side, whatever feels good. Keep the belly lifted. Keep the hips drawn up toward your ceiling and press them back. Now bend your right knee and press the left heel back. Yeah, just stay here for a bit. Really let the back of that left leg open. Press forward into the palms, draw back a bit with the body. Switch sides, right heel, left knee, push back. Begin to feel the right leg open up. Now send the left heel back, straighten that leg. Come onto your tippy toes. Bend your knees, hover them over the mat, look forward, press firmly into your hands. Okay? Send your right knee to your left elbow and back again. Other leg to the elbow and back. Elbow and back. Press into those hands, using the arms, the chest, the shoulders here. And lifting into down dog again. Hips come up. Really lift them up by pulling your belly up toward your spine. Take your left foot just off center. Lift the right leg. Flex the heel. And open your hips to the right side. Lift that ankle to the ceiling and pulse it. Little pulses. Feel the side of the hip, the side of the thigh work here. Lift it a little higher. Turn your hips toward the mat. Flow forward so the shoulders are over your wrists. Now send it up again, three-legged dog. Look forward, space between your hands. Put the right foot up there. And once you have it there, make sure that the knee, you guys, I'm sorry if my mic is going wonkies because it's really loose on my shirt. I wore this shirt because I was cold and it was a big mistake. But I think you can still hear me. Sorry if the quality's not as good as usual. So, knee is over the ankle. Look back at the left foot. Make sure it's on a different track than the right foot. Okay, shimmy those left toes back until you can't get them back anymore. Press firmly into the right foot. Okay, now take your right arm over that leg. Move your left hand over and your right. Look at your right knee. It should be straight over your right ankle. Press that left heel back. That leg is still nice and straight. Now gently take that left knee to the ground, top of the foot to the ground. Lift your torso, press forward with the chest. Now listen up. Press into the hands and try to drag them back as you're pressing your chest forward. That's going to intensify the hip flexor opening. Now, if you can, come down onto your elbows. Intertwine your fingers. If not, just stay where you're at. Now, for those of you on the elbows, curl the toes, lift the knee, and rock forward and back toward the heel and the head. Heel, head. When you're back, drop the knee again, top of the foot again. Place your hands into the mat, lift your body, swing the right arm over that leg, rearrange yourself here so hips are facing forward. Curl the toes, lift the knee. Press the heel back firmly. Take the left hand close to the right foot, reach forward with the right arm. Now lift that arm up to the ceiling and rotate. Bring the arm forward and down again. Press firmly into the bottom of the right foot, straighten right leg, drop the left heel, and walk your hands back, pyramid pose. Now let's just hang out in pyramid pose here for a second. I want you to notice how the back of your right leg is really nice and open. And then if you press your left heel to the ground some more, notice how that opens the calf muscles of the left leg. And then notice if you bend your elbows back and drop some of your weight over that right leg, you intensify the opening behind the right leg, especially up near the hip. Now bend your right knee, bring it forward till it's over your ankle. Look back at your left foot, send it out about 45 degrees, and you know where we're going. Warrior one. All right. Fire up the left glutes. Send the energy down that leg to the outer edge of that foot. Okay? Keep it. Keep it. Don't let go of any of that. Open your right arm behind you and your left arm in front and twist your torso to the right. Bring the arms up next to your ears. Turn it forward again. Lift higher with the fingertips. Really extend the torso. Fire up the back glutes. Come forward. Reach forward. Reach forward. Turn the palms away from one another. Bring the arms back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Bend the elbows. Intertwine your fingers. Send the knuckles back when you straighten your arms. Ooh, feel how nice and open the chest is. Bring the chest forward. And if you want more, drop your torso to the inside of that right thigh, knuckles up to the ceiling. Lift up. Swing the arms forward and then up. And power up that back leg again. All right. Reach forward again. Right arm drops inside the leg. Press the leg and the arm into one another. Reach out with the left fingertips. So take some time to open up the left waist and the left side body, and then lift it to the ceiling and rotate. All right, binders. This is where you can bind. Okay, go for it. If you're not a binder and you want some of the really good things that binding gives you, draw that left arm back and just bring it along the side of your body. Just feel that you get a little twist in the torso. Release the bind if you have it along the side of your body. Lift the arm up to the ceiling. Bring the arm over the ear. Cartwheel up. Warrior two. Drishti, look for it over the middle finger. Root down into both of your feet. Feel the inner thighs as if they're pulling toward each other, as if it's just locking your foundation here. Turn the pinky of the back hand forward. So the palms coming up to the ceiling, you're really rotating. Keep that arm long. We want to get that in the shoulder. Palm up to the ceiling, pinky forward. Now rotate the thumb forward and then up toward your ceiling and then back. So palm is up. Press the thumb back even more. Even more. Keep the arm long. Feel it in the bicep. And then release the palm toward the ground. Rotate the right palm up. Lift it up and overhead. Lose the left arm. Reverse warrior. Warrior two. Straighten the right leg. Turn the right toes forward. Look for a really nice wide V pose with the feet forward or toed in. Either way works. Okay? Press into the outer edges of the feet. So don't collapse inward, press outward, keep arches as much as you can. Now, hinge from your hips and come upside down. All the way down as you release the weight of your skull. Let it open the neck. Palms under your head. Straighten your arms, walk your hands forward. We're going to do a nice wide dog here. Drop your head between your biceps. Heart presses back between your legs. Now, what if you soften the elbows a little bit and drop the chest toward the ground a little bit? Get that in the thoracic part of your spine between the shoulder blades there. Glide forward with your torso. Walk your hands back toward your mat. Send your toes out and your heels in and come up into horse pose. And arms out to the sides. Sit a little deeper. A little deeper. Straighten the legs, bring the arms up. Open the arms, we're going to sit down. A little deeper. Okay, keep those knees pointed out. Bend the left elbow, take the right arm over the ear. Sweep the right arm right in front of you. Reach, 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 reach. Right elbow to the top of the thigh. Left arm over the ear. Reach, 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 reach forward. And again, sweep forward. Over the ear, sweep again. Both arms to the sides. Lift up, straighten the legs. Turn the toes forward. Open the arms. And again, hinging from your hips. Halfway down here, right hand drops to the middle, right under your face. Bend the right knee, lift the left arm up to the ceiling. Straighten the right leg. Left hand takes the place of the right. Lift the right arm, bend the left knee. Straighten the leg, both hands come to center. Walk your hands back towards your mat. Look at your right foot. Turn it out so it's facing the front of your mat. Left foot, 45 degrees. Bring it up. Warrior one. Sweep it down. And we're going to go into pigeon pose here. So walk that foot that you see to the left side of your mat, knee to the right. Send the left leg straight back. Level those hips to the ground. And then slowly come down. So like thread the needle, we're working on a joint, on loading the joint, and this time it's the right hip. So just watch how that hip responds to the weight. Notice how when it feels safer, it accepts more weight, more load, opens more. Lifting up, swinging the left leg forward, right knee bent to the side. Okay. I like to put this one in. I try to put it in every class just because it's such a fabulous lower back opener. Okay, Janurasana. So right knee bent to the side, left leg straight ahead with a flexed heel. Fingertips to the ground. Feel the L you've created with your back, right? Your entire torso and that left leg. Okay, now just lean forward with the torso, keeping the back straight just a little bit. And then drag the left heel straight back with the sitting bone. Okay? Now start making your way over that left leg, pressing the right knee toward the ground the whole time. Good access to the right lower back here. Add breath, rib cage breath. And walk your hands back toward you. Nice and straight with the torso. Swing that left leg back. And coming into that kind of pigeony pose again. Now lift the left knee off the ground, press firmly into the hands, lift the torso, send the right leg back, and come up to down dog. All right, so whatever you want to do, you can walk your dog. You can try wagging at the tail. It's really fun. I'll tell you how to do it. Lift your belly, push your hips up and back so arms extend, palms are really pressed firmly as if they're pushing the front of the mat away from you. Okay, now just take those hips from side to side. Keep them really high. This really gets the legs, outer and inner. Belly stays lifted. Just wag your tail. Nice controlled movement. All right. And back to center. All right. Right foot comes in off center. Left leg lifts up. Flex the heel. Press back toward up and toward that heel. Press the hands forward. Turn your hips and open them to the left. Lift the ankle and pulse. Lift it. Turn your torso toward the ground. Flow forward until your shoulders are over your wrists. Now lift it up again. Three-legged dog again. Look forward, left foot between your hands. Okay, shimmy those right toes back as far back as you can get them. Left knee over the ankle, make sure you have that. Now squeeze the right butt cheek, squeeze the right thighs, thigh muscles around the thigh bone. Now press that right heel back and get the calf muscles to open here. Nice. Now swing your left arm over your right leg. Walk your right and your left hand over a bit. Check out that knee. Make sure it's still over the ankle. Make sure that the back leg is still nice and strong. Straight knee, pressing into the toe pads. Okay, now press your hips forward and lift the torso slightly. Now, feel as if you want to drag your the heels of your hands back toward the back of your mat as you press forward. Right hip flexor. Okay, those of you who want more, come down to the elbows, clasp your hands, keep that back leg straight, keep pressing into the toes, rock forward and back. Release, come on up if you're on your elbows, swing that arm around. Okay, left foot, press it down firmly. Straighten the front leg, drop the right heel back, feel the calf muscles open, walk your hands back. All right, pyramid pose. Let's hold it just to feel the back of that left leg open up from the hip all the way down the back of the leg. Now drop the right heel back some more. Get that calf muscle going. Now bend the elbows back. Here comes some more load. Here comes some more weight. Feel what happens in the left hip. Back of the left thigh opens up even more. Release this. Bend that left knee, bring it forward. Send the right leg out, or right foot out, I'm sorry, right foot out, 45 degrees, and come on up. Warrior one. All right. Okay, we're going to take the right arm forward, and as we bring the left arm back, we're going to turn to the left. So we're rotated in this warrior one. Draw that left palm back. Both arms come up next to the ears. Send it forward here. Warrior one again. Fire up the right glute. Send it down the leg into the edge of the right foot. Now reach forward. Use the outer edge of that back leg. Feel the left thigh muscles really working here. Press firmly into the left foot. Turn the palms away from one another. Swing the arms back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Now you can stay here. This is fine. If you want to go more, bend the elbows, intertwine your fingers, press the knuckles back. Okay? Even more, send the chest forward. Even more, drop it inside that thigh and lift the knuckles to the ceiling. So just wherever you want to stop, stop. Release, bring it to warrior one again. Reach forward again. Drop the left arm inside the left leg, press them into one another, really activate that left hip. Reach forward with the right arm, feel the right waist open. Now lift that arm to the ceiling. Binders you can bind. If you're not binding, remember, draw the arm back a bit and then send it down along the side of your body. That gives you the feeling of getting that little twist that you get when you do a bind. Release. Bring the arm over the ear. Cartwheel up. Warrior two. Okay. So you cannot see your right hand behind you, but I just want you to feel it and listen. Take that pinky to the right side, to the right. Feel the palm coming up toward the ceiling. Keep the arm long. Press out through those fingertips. See how you're squeezing in your right shoulder? Keep the shoulder low. Now, turn the hand the other way. Thumb comes to the right, up to the ceiling, back, and then almost like you want to get it to the ground. Biceps are going to come into play here. Keep the arm long. Hold it. Release it. Warrior two. Drop into your base. Sit a little lower. Nice. Press into both feet. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Feel your foundation. Left palm up, overhead. Lose the back arm. Oh, here you go. Opening up your left rib cage. Breathe into it. Back to warrior two. And warrior one. Flow forward. And move it into pigeon pose. And if you do pigeon on your back, you've got the left ankle over the top of the right thigh this time. You're going to draw underneath the left thigh and bring it toward you. Hands under the left or under the right thigh, sorry. And if you're on the ground, remember to level those hips before you drop weight into this. Of course, you can make your breath part of the pose if you want to enrich in the experience. Or enrich, I guess not enrich and enrich the experience. Just notice where how the sensations change with your breath. They kind of follow the breath from the hip. When when your breath really opens your rib cage, the hip opens up too. And then when you exhale and everything softens, the hip softens too. And release from this pigeon. Send your right leg forward, left knee bent to the side. Make sure that right leg is coming straight out of your hip. Heel is flexed. Press the left knee down. So you're really using that inner thigh the whole time, that left inner thigh, to press that leg down. It's not like it's just hanging out. All right. Imagine your L position. Okay. Keep the torso nice and straight. Bring it forward. Okay. Drag the right leg back just a bit. Press that left knee down. Walk forward, coming over the right leg this time. Accessing the left lower back this time. So just feel this all the way, every movement you make here. And surrender to the pose, drop into it. Add your rib cage breath. And slowly bring yourself up. Swing that right leg back. Palms underneath your shoulders. Curl the right toes, lift the right knee, squeeze the right glutes. Lift up, send the other leg back. Walk it to the center of your mat. Bend your knees, press your butt way back into that little chair. Grab the backs of your ankles, drop your head. Ribcage breath here. Easy to open the back rib cage with this one, right? You can really press back there with the inhale. Get a nice opening in the spine and the rib cage. Swing the arms back, lift up, inhale. Lift up, lift up, lift up. Bring your head straight. Feel the lines, the two lines that run along the sides of your body, from your right fingertips down to your right foot, left fingertips down to your left foot. Equal weight in both legs. Open the arms, swan dive forward. Drop down into a nice forward fold. Oh yeah, knees can be bent. That doesn't matter. Just really feel the body let go here. The neck, the head, the back. Press into the shins, monkey pose as you look forward. Keep the belly engaged. Drop down again, refold. Bend your knees, swing the arms back, lift. Swan dive forward, fall. Fold up, standing. Monkey pose, extend that spine. Reach the heart forward, reach it forward. Refold. Bend your knees, swing the arms back, lift up. Okay, I'm not going to waterfall. I had some dental work done with stitches, so I shouldn't have even been upside down for a lot of this, but that's okay. All right, waterfall. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, so you're kind of on your own here. And when you're doing it, just make sure you bend your knees and send your buttocks back when you come down, protecting that lower back. All right. All right, one more and then stay down. Knees are bent. Head falls in front of your knees. Bend your elbows, clasp fingertips to opposite elbows. Let the arm bones be heavy and let your wing bones fall apart with that heaviness, opening the muscles, the soft tissue between the shoulder blades. And then, of course, if you want to swing it side to side, you can do that. Back to center, drop your arms. Okay, look down at your feet. Arrange your feet so that the edges of your feet, the outer edges of your feet are parallel. This may look like you're a little pigeon-toed, that's okay. And then grab your big toes and pull them in toward one another. Then press them into the mat that way. Now, the large ball mounds are the joint of your hallux of your big toe. Press into those two large ball mounds. Okay, now you're really connected with your feet. Slowly roll up. Slowly roll up. And once you get to the top, turn your palms forward. Lift your heart slightly, drop your shoulders back a bit, chin to the chest. Listen, soften the tail. Get it to just softly curl toward the ground just a bit, opening up the lower back. Arms come up and over, Namaste Mudra. Drop that mudra down to the heart. Elbows drop, forehead drops to the fingertips. All right, and now bring it down to your backs. I completely forgot I shouldn't have done full inversions, but that's okay. All right, it's okay. It feels fine. Okay, so full body stretch. Got a lot going on today. The house is too hot. My shirt is too loose. Okay, stretch. Take that right knee up to your chest, clasp over the shin, press that thigh into your belly. Oh, yeah. Feel the entire right side of your back body pressing into the mat. Right arm comes out to the side, palm is up. It's a half T position. Left hand grabs the side of that leg, draw it over to the left side. Give yourself a nice spinal twist here. And release that hand from the leg. Full T pose. Bring the knee up. Okay, bring that leg back down to the ground. Left knee comes up. Intertwine over that shin, elbows to the sides. Press the thigh into you. Draw the elbows close to your body. Send the shoulders away from your ears. And breathe into that thigh. Release the left arm, the palm is up. Right hand grabs the side of that leg, draws it over to your right side slowly. Spinal twist, other direction. Breathe and soften into it. And release that right arm, T-pose. Bring the knee up over the hip. Okay, bring the other knee up over the hip. Okay, and nice flex in the feet. And we're in a reverse tabletop. Knees are over the hips. Let's just throw in a few abdominals. We don't have that much time, but let's give it a few. Arms come up, intertwine your fingers. Place that little basket at the base of your skull. Elbows are open nice and wide. Pull the navel down toward the mat. Lift your chest and your face to the ceiling. little orange, actually a big orange between your chin and your chest. Keep it there. So don't push the chin to the chest. That orange is stopping it from doing that. Knees to the chest. Send the legs straight out to the chest and straight out. So we're getting upper and lower abs at the same time here, and make it nice and controlled. Bring the knees in and pulse. Remember that orange? Hold it. Straighten the right leg, flex the right heel. Lift the torso, turn it toward the left leg. Hold it here. Switch sides. Switch sides. Switch. Yeah, some really nice, full bicycle moves. Going deep. Obliques. Back to center, knees to the chest, straighten. Knees to the chest, straighten. If this is too much, head to the ground. Knees to the chest, straighten, and bring it down. Hug your knees into your chest. And let's do some nice little circles with the knees, massaging our lower back. Reverse. All right, cross at the ankles, kick your feet up to the ceiling, and bring yourself up. All right, now flip it over and come into crocodile pose. Palms stacked, head resting on the top hand, feet toed in. Let everything go here. All right. Palms chest level, elbows drawn in toward your body. Press those elbows down toward your feet. So your head is lifted, and feel how nice and open the neck is because you're looking straight down at your mat. Lift your pubic bone, round it to your belly, drop it down again. And then feel your back muscles work to pick your body up off the mat slowly. Those of you who come up into a back bend, you're going to need to really press into the hands, right? For when you're going up into cobra, try to leave it out of the hands. Now, when you come back down, try to draw those elbows in toward you and relax the shoulders away from your ears. Neck stays in that nice neutral position. Forehead, mat, touch them. Come up again. Try not to press into the hands too much, if at all. And once you get up, if you want to, look over one shoulder, little lateral twist, other, back to center. Okay, just as controlled as the last one. Bring it down slowly. Elbows in, shoulders down. And once you touch your forehead to your mat, you can turn your head to the side, release your arms to the sides, palms are up. Really relax into that cheekbone. Try to relax the neck muscles. So all of us have one side that's our favorite, and those are the muscles that are, when you have your head that way, the muscles feel softer. So when you turn it to the side that you're not used to, just kind of relax into it. So slowly turn your head to the other side. Drop into that cheekbone. And then bring your head back to center and push up into table pose. Okay. Lift your belly, curl your tail down toward the ground. Press forward into the hands and the hips draw back slowly toward the heels. Let the back open up slowly as you come down. Feel the back opening as you come down. And drop into your child's pose. All right, a few more breaths in child's pose. And then if you're staying for Shavasana tonight, you can flip your body over, bring it into Shavasana. I see Mary came. Hi, Mary. All right. Just take up some space here. Really open up. Arms are open, legs are open. Tuck your chin toward your chest. If you want to put a little flat pillow under your head, go for it. A little throw pillow or something, or roll a little towel under your neck. And then just let your body drop. Let it drop down toward the earth. And then just open up to the sensations of your body, right? You're not creating these sensations. They're coming to you. So just receive them. Whatever you notice, notice. And then, of course, a thought may come into your awareness. That's fine too. Notice that as well. Let it pass by and dissolve. There's all these different energy patterns, right, in your awareness. Now, bring your awareness to your upper back. And forget about the form of your upper back, the shape of your upper back. Just sense what you feel at your upper back. Feel a nice opening. And now take awareness to the shoulders. Okay, so your eyes are closed. You don't see your shoulders. Just feel your shoulders. And now notice the sensations of your arms. Take your awareness to your right hand. Okay, let go of imagining what your hand looks like. Instead, simply notice what it feels like. Forget the form. Just feel the energy of your right hand. Now go over to the left hand. And again, forget the physical form of that hand. Let go of that and simply feel the sensations of your left hand. And now feel the sensations of both hands. Feel them at the same time. Different places you feel them, but just feel them both. Now take awareness to your torso. And again, relinquish, let go of the form. Just notice the sensations of breathing. Let the breath be natural, don't control it. As if you're feeling the breath from within your torso, not looking down at it, but from the inside. Now take your awareness to your lower back, your buttocks, your pelvic floor. Just notice the sensations in that part of your body. Now notice the sensations in your legs. Forget the form, just the sensations. They can go beyond the actual shape of your legs, these sensations. And now take awareness to the sensations in your left foot. Again, forget about the form, just the sensations. And just let them happen. And now go to the right foot. Notice those sensations. And now bring awareness all the way up to your head. All right. And again, now this is a little harder. Forget the form. Forget what you imagine because you can't see your face, right? Just to forget imagining the shape of your head or the look of your face and just feel the sensations of your head. Let it go beyond the imagined form. All right, wide open and spacious. Experience the sensations of your entire body. Whatever comes to you. Okay. And this is something that's really good to do if you find yourself overthinking, like especially at night, if you wake up and start thinking of something, just to give your mind something else to focus on, just kind of the sensations of your body, letting go of the thoughts. 'Cause, 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 'c And in tonight's Shavasana, if you'd like to put a prayer, a sankalpa, or an intention in your practice, you can do that now. And release that seed with your next exhale. And just cover your breath with your awareness. Receive the sensations of your breath. Okay, and slowly transitioning, however you transition, however you feel like transitioning this evening. And then when you're ready, roll to your right side. And then slowly come to seated pose. And open your arms, palms are up. Inhale, exhale. Namaste. Okay, thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful evening, wonderful weekend, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.